If you're in your 20s, watch this video. I'm just going to freely talk and speak about what's in my mind and hopefully give you guys something that could help you elevate your life and your mind. Right now is the time of life where if there was ever a time to go for anything, it's now. If there was ever a version of yourself that you want to be, it'd be now. If there's ever a place you ever want to try to move and see and explore, it would be now. If there was ever a risk you ever wanted to take, it would be now. The reason I was thinking about this and wanted to make this video is because I was working on a little bit of research, if you will, just kind of thinking through where the trajectory of my life is headed. Right now, I've been making a lot of content with the purpose of distributing it over a 3 to 4 month period of time. And I'm almost at the finish line with that, to be quite honest. And it's been really an eye-opening experience. I'm so grateful for it because I know even though this video is recorded in conjunction with that somewhere in this, something is taking off so tremendously. I could never seen it happening. Well, I knew it would happen, but it just took off in a way where at a time I didn't expect it. And that just kind of goes to show you that no work goes unrewarded, you know? And I'm claiming it, speaking to existence, because I know that's part of the reason why there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of you watching this video right now. But the purpose of this video was not to kind of go into that. It was more so to describe my mindset right now. Right now, and like I said, this channel is really dedicated to my future children and grandchildren, that lineage, if you will. But right now, I'm looking at life from a few different angles. And ultimately, I know that they all coexist. Now, I'm a very creative person. If you guys aren't familiar, you can look at some of my social media. But I'm also a very business savvy person, which is also evident through some of either like the work that I'm doing and the business ventures and everything like that I'm involved in. So there's these two worlds that coexist. Where for the longest time, I always made them fight each other. I never allowed them to exist together. And I think that was my biggest mistake. And I think that just came as a byproduct of not truly knowing myself or the direction I wanted to take everything, or just really ultimately having the clarity like I do now. And it finally dawned on me that there's a reason why I feel so called right now in my journey to work as hard as I'm working and pursue the things I'm pursuing and be in a place, i.e. wanting to move to New York to pursue these things more fully and intentionally, because I understand one key thing. And the key thing that I understand is life is just truly what you make it, you know? Anything that's happening right now is happening for the betterment of you, right? Whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're going through is with the purpose of making you better, whether you want to believe it or not. And right now in this stage of life, it's most imperative to understand that all the actions, decisions, and experiences that we are going through are building us up in a way we might not be able to see or recognize just yet. But that doesn't mean that, sorry, I was itching my hair, guys. That doesn't mean that something's not happening, right? That doesn't mean that the life that we're seeking isn't unfolding right before our eyes. Because also in this time, you have to recognize too, especially after you've lived a few years, like I'm mid-20s now, right? After you've lived a portion of it, you're able to look back and reflect and say, wow, at the same time, things were going good, things were also going bad. But that means the converse is true, right? At the same time, things are bad, things are also going good. And that's just the cycle of life. Things happen in phases and seasons. And so if you're uncertain about what this part of your life or stage of your life means, that is a simple indicator, or a clear indicator, I should say, to me, that the rebirth and the death is also happening simultaneously. So the reason things are confused and the reason you don't have what you want to have right now or anything like that is because old parts of you are dying because they can no longer facilitate the growth necessary for you to achieve the things that is the next level of your life. And at the same time, the early stages of that next level of your life are starting to slowly emerge at the same time that the death is happening. And I think that's probably the hardest thing to recognize and understand, because you can never really tell it's happening until time has passed on or you've gone through the cycle enough times. So in this stage of your life, if you can understand that, I think that when you approach your dreams and your goals and your ambitions, look at it from that scope. Look at it from the scope of, if you take the risk now and you find out what happens, the greatest thing that could be happening is you're closing a chapter in one story and writing a new one. Even though when you transition to that new story, it may be abrupt, it may be challenging, it may be rough. But that's life, you know? And if you can stick through it, somewhere in there, you'll catch your stride. Somewhere in there, you'll find your footing. Somewhere in there, you'll get a pace. And I feel like my message to all of you out there that are in this phase of life alongside with me simply is just to keep going and keep trying, because you never know what'll come from this. This life is unpredictable. Only thing you can do is control your attitude, your effort, and just consistently compound your days. That's it, man. So, or lady. Anyhow, I hope this really resonated with somebody. If you enjoyed it, please let me know, leave a comment. And as always, there's my community link below, as well as in my bio. You guys can check out. Love you. See you later. Deuces.